Hawks21 here, back with another Splinterlands video. So in my last video I walked through all of the details of the Riftwatchers set and release. And if I sounded excited, one, that's because I just am. And two, that's because of this promo card that is going to be the Riftwatchers promo card. Oshur Constantia. She is the leader of the Riftwatchers. If you're into the lore, you should read up all on that. But more importantly, her abilities are insane. She is immediately going to become one of my favorite support cards in the game. And I'm going to walk through it. But before I do, I am Hawks21. I cover Splinterlands every single day here on YouTube. I also cover it on Twitter. I recently launched a Discord channel. There's a bunch of different ways to get in touch with me. Come say hello. I even have a weekly newsletter. Check out my links in the description of this video. And if you are looking for a way to support the community, there are a few ways, but one is to become a member, which you can find out more about in the Discord, or just by reaching out to me to ask. I'm a very open person, love talking to my Splinterlands community, so feel free to reach out. Okay, let's get into it. Oshur Constantia. A lot of people, it's not just me, have been begging for higher mana, more useful support monsters, right? When you think about some of the better support monsters in the game right now, one of the ones that pops in my head is Queen Mycelia, right? She's 4 mana. She brings a ton to the table to 4 mana. That's why she gets played a lot. But the problem is when you get a 60 mana cap game, and you want to play a Queen Mycelia for your strategy, you just end up leaving a ton of mana on the table. It's because we don't have a lot of high mana support cards. Here is one of them, and in a broader sense, given the higher mana cap cards that are coming out with Riftwatchers, I think we're about to see many more. And if Constantia is any sign, some of these are going to be really, really good, because she is incredible. She's probably, without even using her yet, I think combining her heal with Kitty is going to make her my most favorite. Most favorite is not a good phrase. My favorite support card in the entire game. And there's a couple reasons for that. The first is obviously the heal, right? It's our first dragon healer outside of Kitty. So being able to bring a support healer to any Splinter, there's only one other way to do that right now, which is the neutral healer, the Tortesian Chief. But that card is very expensive. And I believe Oshur gets heal at level 1. So this is going to be up through bronze. Bronze in every single league, Oshur is going to have that heal. That's huge. And we're going to walk through the other healers and how they could potentially synergize in a second. But I just want to focus on Oshur for now. So in bronze, you're going to be able to bring Quicks, bring Oshur, or bring the new dragon, Epic Summoner from Riftwatchers. Or the dragon legendary summoner from Chaos Legion. You're going to start having some options now for dragon. But you're going to have a healer who does magic damage. And you can bring that to any Splinter. You can combine that with other healers. It's just going to bring you a lot of optionality to your deck. Now let's talk about her other abilities. Resurrect is great. I don't love monsters whose main ability is Resurrect, but Resurrect has grown on me. In the Adelaide right wing, I've utilized her Resurrect a ton. In poison rule sets, it's really, really awesome. With taunt monsters like the Shield Bearer, I use it a ton. So I'm excited that Oshur has Resurrect, but also has other uses. and other uses she certainly does have. Now, one of my favorite things, I keep saying this, but like giving her reflection shield as well makes it really impossible, not impossible, makes it really difficult to eliminate her. So one of the problems with support monsters who can attack is you run the risk of magic reflect or return fire eliminating them. And at first look at Constantia, that would be a concern, right? Because 3 magic damage, that means she's going to take 2 damage. 3 turns in, and she's eliminated herself with magic reflect. But that's where the reflection shield comes in. She doesn't take damage from blast. She doesn't take damage from magic reflect. The only way to eliminate Constantia is through an opportunity attack. So you're going to have to be careful. You bring a taunt, bring a, some monsters with health below hers, so she's not targeted initially, or scattershot, right? She doesn't have camouflage, so scattershot could hit her. But assuming you put her in spaces 3 through 5, you don't want to put her in 6 because then she could get hit by sneak damage. You don't want to put her in the second position because then she could be the snipe target. But if you put her in 3 through 5, the only ways to do damage to her are going to be through opportunity and scattershot. She's not going to be able to do damage to herself given the reflection shield. And then as people more traditionally use reflection shield, right, tossing her back there in the middle of your lineups is going to break up blast damage. So if you come up against a Jotun, she's going to be a very, very, very useful card. So let's quickly take a look at other healers and how she might synergize. So we're going to stick in modern because that's what my channel basically covers. So we're going to just type in heal here. And we're going to take it splinter by splinter. So fire, as we know, does not have a modern healer. Well, now you can play quicks with fire in your Magnor. You can bring a healer. Your Grum, you can bring a healer. There's a lot of tanks in fire that would benefit from having a healer. Well, now you get that through Constantia. So it's going to be a big boost to the fire splinter, the dragon plus fire combination, being able to play a heal with some of the tanks that exist here. Water is going to be a lot of fun because I have both of these healers. I think this gets it gold. Yeah, gold. But this gets healing at bronze, right? And the Dragon Summoner also gets healing at bronze. I am 90% sure. Putting them both together, all of a sudden now you can run some double heal strategies in bronze that you previously weren't able to run. In gold now you can run a triple heal strategy. I mean, even combine that with maybe a cleanse in Bakjira. Imagine a no sneak rule set and trying to go through Bakjira with 3 heals. That would be impossible. So like some heal synergies are coming to the lower levels. Go to Earth, same thing. Goblin Psychic has the heal at level 1. Now there's way more heal synergies here. Go to Life. Same level 1 heal synergies. And then this combination is going to be fun to run. These two plus Constantia. The Truth Speaker also brings Cleanse, which makes it super, super powerful on top of the Protect and the Heal. So combine all of these together and think about the Shield Bearer combination. If you ran, Quicks and these two plus Constantia, it'd be super hard to get through the Shield Bearer, harder than it already is. Then we go to Death, and Death does not have a tank healer either. Or doesn't have a tank heal. Has the Wendeku with self-heal, but similar situation, Nightmare, the Gorgolodon when it moves into the first place, Harclaw, right? Harclaw has the immunity, So he's pretty hard to get through, except, you know, if he gets pummeled with magic damage. But now you don't have to worry about, well, you do have to worry about that, but there's a chance that you're able to heal him up. So it's going to be a benefit to the death. Splinter. Then Dragon again. We know we only have Kitty. And it's kind of similar, but not, to a neutral healer, right? It's similar in the sense that it can be used with any Splinter, but it's a little less positive because, you know, you have to have the Dragon Splinter available to use it, where, you know, you can use neutral cards naturally unless it's a no neutral rule set. Yeah, see, like, no Dragon Healer, so getting a Dragon Healer is huge. And then, you know, the only other Splinters right now, or the only other card that can bring healing to Fire and Death, is a Tortesian Chief. And the other thing is, it doesn't happen at level 1, right? It happens in gold. So Fire and Death have 0 heals in bronze and silver. Now, Fire and Death have those heals. So that's part of another reason why I really love this card. And to me, what separates it a little bit from Dr. Blight. Dr. Blight's not that good until it gets the Scavenge. That's when Dr. Blight starts to get really, really good. I believe that's in gold. Let me confirm. I think it's level 3. I believe, yeah, level 3, when he gets the Scavenge, he also gets the 2 magic, but this is when he gets good. He's okay in silver with the poison, but he gets good when he gets the Scavenge. Constantia is going to be good at every single level because she's going to have that heal. So I think this card is going to be the best support card in the game upon its release. I'm super excited to get it. It's a huge motivating factor for me to make sure I have enough to get a bunch of them. I want to have as much of this card as I possibly can. Expect a lot more Riftwatchers content coming from me. There's a lot to cover. We still haven't got into any of the summoners or talked about the bulk buy yet. So I'm going to get into all of that in the coming days. If you want to make sure you're here for that. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And don't forget to like or comment on this video so more people can see it and more people can get ready for this as well. Alright, I hope you're enjoying all the exciting news. I will talk to you soon and see you around the game.